What is up? Welcome to Johannes Mission Unscripted. I know it has been some time. I was really busy creating my new Skool Group, putting a free course into this and all of that stuff. If you want to join my free Skool Group, by the way, guys, I put a link in the description. If you like my stuff, you love my Skool Group, check it out here. I let the first 250 in completely for free, which fills up very fast. I started last week and it's already, I think, on like almost 75. So be quick and then you're going to be in there for free. Join right now. The link is below. All right, so what I'm talking about today is a topic that really made me think a lot. I've read a book some time ago. It's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, and it's an amazing book. Maybe everybody knows about Think and Grow Rich, right? But only a few people know about Outwitting the Devil, and I hardly recommend you to read it. What it's basically about a conversation from Napoleon Hill with the devil, right? And he's basically outwitting the devil. And it's very interesting, right? And he literally talks to him about it. So, and what the devil says is that, believe it or not, but he says 98% are drifters. He says 98% of people are in my control. What does he mean with that? He says basically you're drifting through life, right? You don't really know what you're really doing. You do a little bit of this, you do a little bit of that, but you're drifting. And if there's coming a small wind, you're like, boom, you're going with the wind. And that is the problem, right? And I see this so often with people because basically they're doing things, but they're not really doing them because they really love doing them. They're just doing them because they do it for the money, they do it for the status. I don't know for what the fuck they're doing it, but they're doing it for whatever reason, all right? And he said there's only 2% that I cannot control. And I want to ask you the question. I want to keep you a little bit of a space here. Think about it. Maybe you also know it, right? What do you think? What makes the 2% different that the devil cannot control them? What makes them different that they're not drifting? What is it? It's a definite purpose. If you wake up every day in the morning with a definite purpose, you are unstoppable. You're not drifting. You know exactly where to go. You know exactly what to do, and nothing is going to stop you to get there. All right? It's the same thing that I do now with my channel. I put so much hours into this. I put so much content into this. I give you so much value. Why? Because it's my definite purpose. I see myself. It's my job, my purpose in this world to help to lift consciousness to a higher level worldwide. This is what I always listen when I meditate, when I go inside me and all that stuff. This is my definite purpose. That's why I'm going to be unstoppable. All right. I grew this channel now to 6K almost in 5 months, and I will continue growing it. Why? Because I'm putting in the work. I had a guy asking, shout out to Rob, right? And when I started my YouTube channel, he has like, I think 1 million subs or something like this. And he is in the Run Club in Marbella. And so I asked him, hey, bro, if you could give me one advice when I start my YouTube channel, what would it be? And I was expecting God knows what, right? But the only thing that he said to me, and it was very simple, right? He just said, Johannes, make 100 videos. Because if you make 100 videos, all right, you are on top of the game already. And you already have so much done. You have put in so much reps, okay, that you are in the top 5%. That's what he said, in the top 5%. I don't even know if this is true or not. But if you think about it, how much people are on YouTube, all right, and how much are really producing content, and how much are really producing a lot of content, maybe it is even true, all right? So that's the interesting part. So that's what I did. I have now, I don't know, 112 videos now or something like this already, right? And I started when? In August, I believe, right? So I'm really hustling myself up. Why? Because I have a definite purpose. I know exactly for what I do it. I wake up every day because I know exactly what I want to do, what I need to do. I cannot not do it. You understand me? And that makes me different from other people. And that's why basically I'm not a drifter. I'm in the 2% that cannot drift, right? And that's the thing. So like, if you are doing something only for the money, if you are doing something only for the status, think about it carefully one more time and say like, okay, you know what? I do this maybe for this and this time to create some cash or whatever. But like in general, like honestly, you have to think about it. You're at least 60% of your life you're at work. So for fuck's sake, do something that you love doing. It's like really the best thing that I can recommend you doing, right? And also like, people will feel it, right? People will feel if you do it only for the money. People will feel if you do it only for whatever, right? But people will also feel if you do it because you love it and you really want to help. And that's exactly what I want to do. That's why I created the Skool Group now, where I let you in completely for free, because I have a lot of people that maybe cannot afford my services. The Skool Group is completely for free. Join me there. you will just get amazing value there completely for free because I just want to serve. I want to serve with my gifts that God gave me, all right? I want to serve humanity with it. And I know that I have a gift to understand just to find mental blockers. Like I basically can help you a strategy just because I went through it by myself, right? Twice, where basically the first time when I grow up, I don't know if you watched some old videos of me, but you know that I was basically a failure and a loser because everybody told me just because I never fit into a 9 to 5 and I was very active. I think I'm just grateful that my parents didn't give me Ritalin because I just spoke with a client, by the way. You can see this in my next YouTube video with Hugo. They gave him Ritalin. For 1.5 years, they put him on Ritalin just because he was an active kid. Imagine that. It's fucking crazy, really, if you think about it. Thanks God they did not do this to me, but I didn't fit in the system, so I was a failure and a loser. So until I was, God knows, like until I left my hometown, right? And when I left my hometown, I went on ships. And when I went on ships, I invented myself completely new because nobody knew me. And I got positively brainwashed before I went on ships, right? Where they just said like, you do everything. You're the king of the world, right? And I took this in and I was like so successful. I was the most successful personal trainer on cruise ships over many years, 2.5 years worldwide, right? From failure and loser to being on top of the world, okay? And that's when I understood, hey, we do have a natural success mindset because when you're not surrounded anymore by the stuff that is basically keeping you there, by the way, this is a very good advice. If you feel stuck somehow, right? And you just feel that people around you don't really see what you can do and just always basically tell you you're not this, you're that, or just don't believe in you, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else where nobody knows you. Invent yourself completely new. Because if you're stuck in this kind of thing and you stay in the same environment, it's very difficult to get out of it. Jay Shetty once said, time has memory and place has energy. All right. So basically, a place has energy. It's like when you're surrounded by all the time by the same people, and they're like just like people, like even when you're surrounded by people that you cannot learn anything from them. You're just surrounded by people that just like they I don't know, they just go to their 9 to 5s. They don't really want to grow in life. They're just happy with what they are. They just what I mean. They just drink and I don't know, and you know what I mean, and really don't have any kind of sense in life and just work for the sense of work, but not really because they love what they do. And you're surrounded by these people and you want to be an entrepreneur, you have a free spirit, you want to create something, go somewhere else. Go somewhere where you're surrounded by winners, all right? Go somewhere where you're surrounded by people that you can learn from. Like that's really a good advice that I give you. And when you feel stuck in your hometown, go somewhere else. That's exactly what I did as well. I went first on ships and now here to in Marbella. So I'm not living anymore in the same place where I was and I trust me, it was the best thing that I've ever done, right? And it really helps you grow. Like honestly, it helps you grow like nothing else. Anyways, let's get back to the point where I just started before, where I said that basically 2% are not controlled, right? These are the ones that have a definite purpose. So like when you have this definite purpose, you become unstoppable. So what I want you to think about is really like, what is it that you really want to do? What is it that you're really here for? And like, trust me, in today's world, you can really do what you want to do. And it's like, you don't need to be scared about like, look, like a job, like think about it, right? A job, what does it give you? It gives you, if you're very lucky, you're earning 3-4 grand, something like this, right? That's maybe what you're earning. Like I know this from my brothers, they're earning like 3-4 grand. They're in high positions, right? So like, all right, so this is basically the job stability that they have. 3-4 grand, I can get them with one client if I start to do outreach again, for example, right? So if you're starting out, even you can go very quickly to, let's say, 3-4 grand, like in 6 months. You can't even start with 3-4 grand if you're having the balls to do it. I've seen 70-year-old boys, okay, that charge 3-4 grand just because they brought so much value to the market. Because money is value. If you're bringing high value to the market, you can charge high. So that's my point. But like, you don't have to stay in a 9 to 5 because a job is just over broke, right? Like, it's just what it is. Like most of the people that are 9 to 5s, they just live from paycheck to paycheck. That's what they do, all right? But if you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to play big, right? You want to play for the moment that you say, you know what, I come to a point where I don't have to work anymore, where basically, or everything that I do is just automated, or I only work because I want to work. Obviously, that's the next thing. I love working. Like I could never stop, but you don't have to anymore. It's not anymore that you have the pressure to pay your paycheck or whatever like this, right? So that's the thing. So it's your choice, okay? But I just wanted to say, like, if you find a definite purpose, that's when you become unstoppable. So I want you to think about, really take some time out, go into nature, whatever, today or tomorrow, whenever you have time, and think about what is it that you really want to do with your life. All right. And then go all in. And go all in. Then burn all the boats and go all in. Because trust me, a life living by purpose is a so much better life. All right. You will just, the energy that you are streaming out, people will just feel it. And if you are really wanting something with all your heart, the stuff just comes to you. Like, that's the same thing I talked yesterday to a guy about it. He's like, why do you always find all these things, Johannes? I'm like, I don't know, it just comes to me. Like, as soon as I started to do this, everything else just comes to me. Everything just builds up. That's why they call it synchronicities. Before, when I did the agency, everything was hard and struggle and this. And now it's just a flow state. Everything just comes to me. I have all these ideas. I'm super creative. And I know I do it all for myself. And I do it to share my gifts with the world. So if you are having this feeling, and it's interesting because I had just another client of me that was also stuck in a job where I get paid much too less. And he understood now as well, like, I have so much gifts in myself, right? I'm special and I have so much to give, and I want to serve with these gifts. And when I can help people doing this, this is the thing why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is what really fills me with so much joy. If I can take people out of a 9 to 5 just because they're stuck because of some kind of imposter, because someday somebody's told them that they're not good enough or not this, and they started to believe it. All right. And I can take them and I see all the potential, and I can form them and carve them like a diamond. That's the beauty of what I do. And that's exactly what I do. And if you want to learn more about it, guys, again, join my Skool Group. If you are already having the feeling that, hey, you know what? I know that I'm made for more. I know that I want to do more with my life, but I don't know. I'm somehow stuck. I also don't really know maybe how I can get there. I don't even know what I want to do. All right. Join my Skool Group. In my Skool Group, you will learn all of that. Okay. I will help you. And your next thing, you will be surrounded by people that want to grow like you want to grow as well, right? Because like I said before, community is everything. And my Skool Group is full of people. Everybody wants to grow, okay? So if you want to join us, the link is below, all right? So that was me from today, Johannes, raw and unscripted. I'm going to have, on next Tuesday, we're going to have a podcast. Like every Tuesday is going to be the agency podcast now, because I'm doing this mostly for agency owners, right? So every Tuesday is an agency, the agency podcast, where I bring in another agency owner, where we talk about business, about mindset, business mindset. So it's going to be super cool. Check it out every Tuesday. First day is going to be always raw and unscripted, where I just basically ramble about some topic, but I also will ask people in Skool Group what kind of topic they would like to have, if they have any kind of stuff, because again, I'm doing this for you, right? So if you have anything, also put it. If you have anything that you would like me to talk about, just please put it in the comments below this YouTube video. I would be really grateful, all right? And then, yeah, I see you in the Skool Group or in my next video. Take care.